Hello everyone, and a big welcome to Easy English Official. My name is Anthony, and I'm really happy you're here with me today. I'm from Greece, and in this video we're going to start something very practical and useful, learning how to talk about yourself in English. Now, I know that for many English learners, this can feel a little scary. When someone suddenly asks, "Can you tell me about yourself?" it's easy to freeze or feel nervous. But don't worry, that's exactly why I made this lesson. Together, we're going to make it simple, natural, and even fun. To guide you step by step, I'll use my own life as an example. I'll share my name, where I come from, a little about my family, what my daily routine looks like, my hobbies, the kind of work I do, and even some of my future dreams. Each part will be explained clearly, in easy English, so that you can understand, follow along, and most importantly, practice. As you watch, I encourage you to do 3 things. Listen carefully to the sentences. Repeat after me, because speaking out loud is one of the best ways to improve. Think about your own answers, how you would introduce yourself if someone asked. This lesson is not just about learning words, it's about building your confidence. Every time you practice, you'll feel more comfortable talking about yourself in real conversations. So, let's get started on this exciting journey of learning English together. Grab a notebook, relax, and let's dive right into Chapter 1. Chapter 1. Hello again, and welcome to Chapter 1 of our English learning journey. My name is Anthony, and I am from the beautiful country of Greece. I was born here, and I grew up surrounded by the amazing culture, history, and traditions of my country. Greece is also home to some of the kindest and most welcoming people I know. I feel very proud to call this place my home, and I love sharing stories about it whenever I can. I am currently in my 20s, and like many young people around the world, I am still learning, growing, and exploring new opportunities every day. Life is a continuous journey, and I believe that every day brings a chance to improve, try something new, and discover more about yourself. Professionally, I work in the IT field, specifically as an IT help desk technician. My job involves helping people solve problems with their computers, fixing internet connection issues, and addressing other technical challenges that come up during their day. Some days at work can be very busy, with multiple tasks and problems to solve, while other days are calmer and allow me to focus on learning new technical skills. I really enjoy my job because I love solving problems and discovering new things. Every challenge teaches me something valuable, and I feel happy when I can help someone overcome a technical issue. Apart from my professional life, I have a special passion project. This YouTube channel, Easy English Official. This channel is very close to my heart because it gives me the opportunity to help people improve their English in a fun, simple, and easy to understand way. I truly believe that learning English can open many doors in life. It can provide better job opportunities, allow you to make new friends, help you travel to new places, and even discover exciting hobbies. When I introduce myself, I like to keep it short and clear. For example, I can say, "Hi, my name is Anthony. I'm from Greece. I work in IT, and I also run a YouTube channel to help people learn English." Even though it is simple, this short introduction gives people enough information to start a conversation. Often, when I say this, others become curious and ask more questions, which helps the conversation flow naturally and confidently. It's very important to know how to talk about your basic information, especially when meeting new people or starting a conversation in English. Some common questions people ask are, "What's your name? Where are you from? What do you do? How old are you? What are your hobbies?" You don't need to give long or complicated answers. Just speak clearly, be honest, and share what feels natural. People will appreciate your effort, even if your English is not perfect yet. For example, if someone asks me about my job, I can simply smile and say, "I help people solve IT problems, and I love creating videos to teach English." This small introduction gives people a lot of information about me. It shows that I have goals, that I enjoy learning, and that I care about helping others. It's amazing how much you can communicate with just a few clear sentences. Your basic information is like your first hello to the world. It is the first step in building connections, making new friends, and feeling confident in conversations. That's why it's so important to practice talking about yourself in English until it feels natural and comfortable. Even simple details, such as your name, your country, your job, or your hobbies, can be interesting, inspiring, and meaningful when shared with honesty. So, the next time someone asks you, "Can you tell me about yourself?" you can confidently respond, "My name is Anthony. I'm from Greece. I work in IT, and I love learning, reading, and sharing English with others." This is a strong, friendly, and clear way to start a conversation. It not only helps people get to know you, but it also shows that you are confident, thoughtful, and ready to connect with others. Remember, your story is unique, and even the smallest details matter. Every time you practice, your English improves, your confidence grows, and you get closer to expressing yourself naturally in real conversations. Keep practicing, keep sharing, and enjoy every step of this exciting journey to learning English. Chapter 2. Welcome to Chapter 2, where we dive into family and background. My name is Anthony. And even though I live alone now, my heart and thoughts are always with my family. I come from a small village in Greece, a place that shaped my childhood and taught me important life lessons. Life in the village is very different from life in a big city. It is quiet, calm, and peaceful. People wake up early, work hard, and live in harmony with nature. Every day felt simple but meaningful, and I learned to appreciate small joys that city life often forgets. My family is very important to me. Growing up, we shared everything and supported one another in every way. My parents are hardworking and kind. My father wakes up before sunrise to take care of the fields, while my mother manages the house and also helps with farming. Watching them work every day taught me the values of responsibility, perseverance, and patience. Even the little things, like helping my mother water the plants or pick flowers, left strong memories in my heart. I remember feeling proud to be part of a family that worked together and cared for one another. At home, we had jasmine plants. In the evenings, the flowers would bloom, filling the air with a sweet, calming fragrance. I would often help my parents pick the flowers after school. Neighbors walking by our house would stop, smile, and enjoy the lovely scent. These small, peaceful moments made life in the village magical. Even now, I can remember them clearly, and they bring a warm feeling every time I think about them. I grew up with my brothers and sisters, and we shared our daily lives closely. We didn't have many toys, video games, or electronic gadgets, but we had each other, and that was more than enough. We played simple games, helped our parents with chores, and enjoyed our meals together. Life in the village taught me that happiness comes not from material things but from love, family, community, and simple joys. Our village is not developed like the city. There are no direct roads to urban areas, so traveling takes longer. We didn't have fast internet, large supermarkets, or shopping malls. Yet, we had strong connections with our neighbors, traditions to follow, and a sense of belonging that you cannot find in cities. These experiences taught me important lessons: how to be patient, how to respect others, and how to work hard even when life seems simple. Now, I live far away from my family because of my career in the IT field. I moved to a different city to focus on my work, improve my skills, and build my future. Even though I am away, I regularly call my parents to ask how they are and share my life with them. On holidays and special occasions, I always go back to visit them. When I see their smiles and enjoy my mother's home-cooked meals, I feel a deep sense of happiness, comfort, and safety. These moments remind me of who I am and where I come from. Talking about your family and background is a great way to share your story in English. You can use simple sentences like, "I live alone now, but I grew up in a village." "My parents are farmers." "I have brothers and sisters." "We grew rice and had jasmine plants." "My village is peaceful but not developed." These sentences are short, easy to say, and help others understand where you come from. You can also add small details, like what your parents do, your hobbies as a child, or how you spent your days. These details make your story more interesting. Remember, your background is not just about the place you lived. It is also about the people who shaped your values, habits, and character. My parents taught me the importance of hard work, kindness, and patience. My village taught me the meaning of community, sharing, and cooperation. Even though I live in a new city and work in a completely different field now, I carry these lessons with me in everything I do. I am proud of my roots, and I always remember where I come from. Sharing your family and background in English allows others to understand your journey. It shows them the experiences, values, and people who made you the person you are today. No matter where you live now, your family, upbringing, and early experiences are always part of your story. So, when someone asks you about yourself, don't forget to talk about your family and where you grew up. It gives your introduction heart, meaning, and personality. It helps people connect with you and understand your journey. Even small details, like the flowers in your yard, the work your parents do, or the games you played as a child, make your story richer and memorable. Every time you share your story, you practice English, build confidence, and connect with others. Remember, your family and background are the foundation of who you are. By sharing them in English, you not only introduce yourself but also show your values, your journey, and your personality. These stories make your conversation more meaningful and engaging. They help you communicate more than just facts, they show who you really are. Chapter 3. Every day, I follow a routine that shapes my life, keeps me focused, and helps me grow as a person. I try to organize my day so that it is productive, meaningful, and filled with activities that improve my skills, health, and mindset. My routine is not complicated, but it is very important to me because it gives structure, builds discipline, and helps me steadily move toward my long-term goals. I see every day as an opportunity to take small steps forward, learn something new, and become a better version of myself. I usually wake up early, around 6:30 a.m., when the world outside is still quiet. The sun is just beginning to rise, casting a soft glow across the room. I spend a few minutes stretching and taking deep breaths, reflecting on what I am grateful for. This small moment of mindfulness allows me to start the day with a calm, focused mind. After that, I head to the bathroom to wash my face and brush my teeth. The cold water immediately refreshes me, helping me feel awake and energized. Then, I drink a full glass of water. Although it seems like a small habit, it is essential for keeping my body hydrated, healthy, and ready for the day. Sometimes, I also spend a few minutes looking outside at the morning sky, enjoying the quiet and thinking about the day ahead. After waking up, I dedicate time to reading, which is one of the most important and cherished parts of my daily routine. I usually read for 30 to 40 minutes, choosing books about personal growth, English learning, motivational stories, and sometimes novels that touch the heart. Books open my mind to new ideas, inspire creativity, and give me a sense of calm. While reading, I often discover new concepts or tips that I can share on my YouTube channel, Easy English Official, which makes this time even more valuable. Reading also gives me time to reflect on my own life and think about how I can improve in small but meaningful ways. I enjoy the feeling of learning something new every single day, no matter how small it may seem. After reading, I move on to writing, which is my second favorite activity. I spend about 1 to 2 hours writing scripts for my YouTube channel. Writing is not always easy, it requires focus, patience, and creativity. I think about what my audience needs, how to explain things clearly, and how to make learning English fun and engaging. While I write, I often play soft background music that helps me concentrate. I pause frequently to read my words aloud, imagining how someone would listen and learn from them. Writing is not just a job, it is my way of helping others while expressing myself. Sometimes, new ideas for videos come to me spontaneously while writing, and I immediately jot them down. This combination of planning, creating, and reflecting makes writing both productive and inspiring. Once my writing session is done, I prepare for my main job in IT help desk, which starts at 9 a.m. Before officially starting, I review my schedule, check for urgent tickets, and mentally prepare for the day ahead. I dress in comfortable clothes and make sure everything I need is ready. Once I log in, I begin my work by checking the network status, reading reports from the previous shift, and prioritizing tasks. My job involves solving technical problems, explaining complex systems in simple ways, and guiding people who may feel frustrated with technology. Patience, empathy, and clear communication are essential. When someone says, "Thank you, it's working now," I feel proud because I know I've made their day easier. Helping people not only gives my work purpose, but it also reminds me why I chose this career. While working, I also make it a point to learn continuously. Technology evolves quickly, so staying up to date is crucial. I read articles, watch short tutorials, and take notes on new software, networks, or security trends. These small moments of learning build up over time, helping me grow professionally and stay confident in my field. Lunch is a short but meaningful break. I usually eat something healthy and simple while listening to an English podcast, motivational speech, or educational content. Even in small moments like lunch, I try to find ways to grow and stay inspired. The afternoon is often the busiest part of my day. Emails, phone calls, and urgent requests can come continuously, but I remain calm and focused. I take problems one at a time, ask questions when necessary, and analyze the root cause before offering solutions. Some tasks are easy, while others require persistence and creativity. No matter how challenging, I never give up. My work requires patience, dedication, and a positive mindset. I enjoy the satisfaction that comes from solving problems and helping others gain confidence in using technology. After work, I take time to rest and recharge. I might lie down for a short while, watch something light, or simply close my eyes. Then, I dedicate time to creative projects. This can be writing more for my YouTube channel, brainstorming new video ideas, designing visuals, or reading comments from viewers. These activities allow me to express creativity, reflect on my work, and connect with my audience. In the evening, I often go for a walk around my neighborhood. These walks are a special time for reflection, thinking about what I learned during the day, what went well, and what I can improve tomorrow. Walking clears my mind and helps me relax after a busy day. Sometimes, I notice the small things around me, like the quiet street, blooming flowers, or the sound of birds. These little observations help me feel present and mindful. Dinner is usually simple, followed by a bit more time for learning or entertainment. I might watch short English videos, read articles, or listen to motivational content. I believe in maintaining balance between work, learning, creativity, and rest. Before bed, I write in my journal, noting my activities, thoughts, feelings, and things I am grateful for. Journaling helps me process my day, recognize my achievements, and prepare for restful sleep. Around 10:30 p.m., I turn off the lights, close my eyes, and reflect on my dreams, goals, and the small steps I took today toward achieving them. My daily routine may seem simple, but it is full of purpose. Every action, from reading and writing to solving technical problems and reflecting during walks, contributes to my growth and shapes who I am. I live alone, but I am never lonely. My books, my work, my writing, my walks, and my goals keep me company. Every morning brings new opportunities, and every evening offers a chance to be thankful and reflect. By following this routine consistently, I continue moving forward, one step at a time, toward my dreams, my career, and the best version of myself. This routine is not just about completing tasks, it is about building a life full of learning, growth, creativity, and balance. Each small moment is an opportunity to improve, inspire, and make progress. And even though life can be busy and sometimes overwhelming, maintaining this structure gives me peace, purpose, and confidence that I am heading in the right direction. Chapter 4. Everyone has activities they enjoy in their free time. For me, hobbies are more than just ways to pass the time, they are essential parts of my life that shape who I am. They provide balance, happiness, and energy, helping me recharge both mentally and emotionally. Whenever I finish my work or need a break from studying or solving IT problems, I instinctively turn to the activities that make me feel alive. These hobbies give me a sense of peace, creativity, and satisfaction. They are not merely for fun, they are tools that help me grow and stay motivated. One of my greatest passions is reading. Books have always been a comforting escape and a source of inspiration. Each time I open a book, it feels like entering a new world filled with fresh ideas, emotions, and perspectives. Reading allows me to see life through different lenses and to experience moments I might never encounter otherwise. Some books focus on English learning, teaching grammar, vocabulary, and practical conversation skills. These help me improve my language abilities, giving me confidence in speaking and writing. Other books are motivational, filled with stories of people who overcame challenges, worked tirelessly, and transformed their lives. Reading these stories reminds me that perseverance and effort can lead to extraordinary results. Reading is not only about knowledge, it's a source of reflection and creativity. When I come across an interesting concept or a meaningful lesson, I often think about how I can transform it into content for my YouTube channel, Easy English Official. I brainstorm ways to make the lessons practical, fun, and easy for viewers to understand. Sometimes I pause to imagine how a viewer might react, what questions they might have, or what examples would help them grasp the idea better. This process makes reading feel like an interactive experience, where learning and sharing are connected. Over time, reading has become a key part of my personal growth, expanding my understanding of life and sharpening my mind. But reading is just one part of my leisure time. I also love gaming, which provides excitement, challenge, and relaxation all at once. Gaming lets me immerse myself in virtual worlds full of adventure, strategy, and unexpected surprises. I usually play for 1 or 2 hours in the evenings or on weekends, using this time to unwind after a busy day. Some of my favorite games are GTA 5, Battlefield, and PUBG. In GTA 5, I enjoy exploring the vast open world, completing missions, and driving through detailed city streets. It feels almost like living in another life for a short while. Games like Battlefield and PUBG require quick thinking, teamwork, and strategic planning. I must stay focused, plan my moves, and react fast, which improves my concentration and decision-making skills. These skills also help me in real life, especially in my IT job when unexpected problems arise. Sometimes, I play Mobile Legends on my phone. It's fast, fun, and perfect for short breaks when I don't have much time. I often play with friends online, which allows us to chat, laugh, and enjoy shared moments together. Even though we live in different places, gaming keeps us connected. Many people think games are a waste of time, but I see them differently. Gaming is not only entertaining, it's also educational. Most games include English instructions, dialogues, or tutorials, which help me improve my language skills. Listening to character voices, reading menus, and following mission objectives teaches me new words, phrases, and proper pronunciation, all while I have fun. What I enjoy most is how my hobbies complement each other. Reading is quiet, reflective, and thoughtful, giving my mind space to grow and imagine. Gaming is dynamic, exciting, and interactive, keeping me energized and sharp. Together, they create a perfect balance in my life, allowing me to recharge my mind, relax my body, and nurture my creativity. While reading helps me absorb ideas and reflect deeply, gaming challenges me to think quickly and respond effectively. This balance keeps me motivated, happy, and productive. I also like to think about trying new hobbies in the future. Maybe I'll try drawing, writing a blog, or even creating short films. But for now, reading and gaming are perfect for me. They match my personality and lifestyle, offering both relaxation and growth. Hobbies are like small treasures we give ourselves, moments that enrich our lives and help us feel fulfilled. Life isn't only about work, study, or responsibilities. Everyone needs hobbies to recharge, stay healthy, and feel joy. Whether it's reading, gaming, painting, cooking, or walking in nature, hobbies are gifts we give to our minds and hearts. Reading in the morning and gaming in the evening is my ideal routine. This combination keeps me balanced, energized, and constantly learning. Reading feeds my curiosity and imagination, while gaming improves focus, strategy, and even language skills. Together, these hobbies allow me to enjoy life fully while becoming a better version of myself every day. They teach me patience, problem solving, and creativity, all while making my free time meaningful. In the end, hobbies are more than just entertainment, they shape our personalities, nurture our growth, and give life meaning. My hobbies may seem simple, but they bring peace, happiness, and inspiration into my daily life. They help me stay motivated, relaxed, and always learning. Through reading and gaming, I continue growing, having fun, and discovering new ways to enjoy life. These activities remind me that joy can come from both quiet moments and thrilling adventures, and that small, regular habits can make a big difference in becoming the best version of yourself. Chapter 5. If I were to describe myself in just a few words, I would say that I am calm, patient, thoughtful, and reflective. I'm not someone who rushes through life or makes snap decisions. I like to take my time to think things through carefully before I speak or take action. I try to understand people, situations, and even the smallest details before making choices. I often reflect on my experiences, weighing what is truly important and what will have a meaningful impact. This approach to life helps me in my professional work, but it also shapes how I interact with others and handle daily challenges. I believe that thinking before acting allows me to maintain a sense of balance, make better decisions, and avoid unnecessary stress. I am also naturally a quiet person. I deeply enjoy moments of peace and silence, finding comfort in calm environments. I don't speak excessively, particularly when I'm around people I don't know well. However, when I feel comfortable, I can be warm, friendly, and approachable. I enjoy listening more than talking, because I find listening to be an incredibly powerful skill. By paying close attention to what others say, I can truly understand their feelings, thoughts, and intentions. Listening carefully allows me to notice things others might overlook, which helps me respond thoughtfully and with empathy. This practice of attentive listening is something I work on every day, making sure to listen with respect and respond with care. At work, I take pride in being responsible, serious, and dependable. In my role in IT, I face technical challenges every day. From checking networks to solving errors and helping colleagues troubleshoot problems, each day brings a variety of tasks. Some problems are minor, routine issues, while others are more complex and demand careful analysis. Even when situations are stressful, I strive to remain calm and focused, carefully examining each problem before deciding on the best solution. My colleagues often describe me as reliable and someone they can count on, which makes me feel proud and motivated to continue doing my best. I enjoy that sense of purpose and responsibility, and it drives me to improve my skills and knowledge every day. Despite my calm and collected nature, I do feel shy at times, especially in new environments or when meeting new people. It can take me some time to open up, but I consciously work on building confidence, especially when speaking in English. In the past, I used to feel nervous about making mistakes, but I now remind myself that mistakes are a natural part of learning. Accepting mistakes allows me to experiment, grow, and explore new opportunities without fear. This mindset has helped me feel more relaxed, free, and willing to try new things without hesitation. Curiosity is a defining trait of my personality. I love learning new things, whether it's discovering an unfamiliar English word, exploring a new technology tool, or understanding a lesson from a book. This curiosity fuels my desire to grow, pushes me to read more, ask more questions, and keep expanding my understanding of the world. I enjoy spending time reading not just for entertainment, but also for self-improvement. Whether I am reading technical materials, life lessons, or motivational stories, I find each book adds something valuable to my mind and my perspective. Striving to become a better version of myself every day is something I actively work on, and my curiosity plays a huge role in that journey. Emotionally, I am mostly stable. I don't get angry easily, and I rarely display strong emotions in public, yet I feel things deeply. When something brings me happiness, I often carry that joy throughout the day, letting it influence my interactions and decisions. When I feel sadness, I tend to reflect quietly, allowing myself to process it internally, like a gentle, persistent rain falling softly within me. I don't cry often, but I recognize that experiencing these emotions is part of being human. Allowing myself to feel deeply helps me stay empathetic, kind, and connected to those around me. Caring for others is a central part of who I am. Even though I live alone now, I frequently think about my family and their happiness. When someone I care about is sad or faces challenges, I feel it too, often sharing in their emotions silently. I try to help in any way I can, even with small gestures, because I believe that kindness is a strength, not a weakness. I make a conscious effort to speak gently, avoid hurting others' feelings, and show empathy in both words and actions. I think these small acts of care make relationships stronger and life more meaningful. Organization is another aspect of my personality that I value deeply. I enjoy keeping my surroundings neat, clean, and orderly. I plan my days, set achievable goals, and try to follow a routine, which gives me a sense of control, focus, and inner peace. When my life feels organized, my mind feels calm, prepared, and ready to face challenges. Of course, not every day goes according to plan. Sometimes I feel lazy, tired, or unmotivated, and I may not accomplish everything I intended. On those days, I remind myself to be kind to myself, to rest, recharge, and begin again tomorrow. I firmly believe that balance is essential, working hard, pursuing goals, and striving for growth, while also being patient and gentle with myself. There are also moments when I feel uncertain or lost. Questions like, am I making the right decisions? Am I improving? Am I learning enough? Often cross my mind. These thoughts can feel heavy, but I've learned not to fear them. I remind myself that uncertainty is a natural part of life and growth. Everyone experiences moments of doubt, and they often lead to greater self-awareness and insight. When I feel unsure, I reflect on my goals, dreams, and the progress I've already made. I think about the challenges I've faced and overcome, and this reflection strengthens my resolve to keep moving forward and learning. To sum up, I consider myself a quiet, thoughtful, yet strong person. I don't show off or seek attention, but I work diligently every day. I may feel shy or hesitant at times, but I care deeply about others. I may face fatigue or uncertainty, but I keep moving forward. I strive to be kind, responsible, empathetic, and open-minded. My emotions are rich and complex, yet I maintain a steady heart and a focused mind. My personality continues to evolve, and each day I discover something new about myself. I believe that is the beauty of life. We don't need to be perfect, we only need to keep learning, growing, and improving. This journey of self-discovery and personal growth is ongoing, and it shapes who I am and how I feel every day. I embrace my thoughts, emotions, and actions as pieces of a bigger story, one that I am constantly learning to understand, appreciate, and live fully. Chapter 6. My childhood was a rich mix of simple pleasures, small responsibilities, and endless curiosity about the world around me. I grew up surrounded by the quiet beauty of my village, where life moved slowly and every day offered a chance to discover something new. I spent countless hours playing outside with friends, running barefoot along dirt paths, climbing trees, and exploring every corner of our surroundings. The fields, rivers, and small gardens were like endless playgrounds where our imaginations could run wild. Even the little animals in the village, like chickens, ducks, and fish in the stream, became part of our adventures. Each day was a new story, full of laughter, surprises, and tiny lessons about life. Helping my parents was an important part of my childhood. I often assisted them in their daily work, whether it was planting rice in the fields or taking care of jasmine flowers at home. I remember gently picking the delicate jasmine blooms, making sure not to damage a single petal, and feeling proud knowing that my small efforts mattered. My parents' hard work inspired me every day. They woke up early before sunrise to tend the fields, and I admired their patience and dedication. Seeing them care for the plants, the rice, and even our small garden taught me the value of responsibility, discipline, and love for what you do. It also gave me a sense of belonging and connection to my family's life and traditions. School was a different world. When I was in primary school, learning could sometimes feel difficult for me. While I loved reading storybooks and losing myself in adventures and magical worlds, I often struggled with regular homework and assignments. My grades were not always good, and I sometimes faced gentle scolding from teachers and reminders from my parents. But even when I made mistakes, I was curious and eager to learn. I loved asking questions about everything, from why the sky changes color to how plants grow in the fields. This curiosity pushed me to explore, experiment, and seek knowledge in my own way. I realized that learning was not only about grades, it was about understanding, imagining, and growing as a person. My friends and I made every day exciting with games, laughter, and little challenges. We would invent our own rules, race across the fields, and sometimes even pretend to be explorers discovering hidden treasures. These simple games taught me teamwork, creativity, and problem solving. Even a small puddle after the rain became a place for fun, and a quiet corner under a tree became a secret hideout where we shared stories and dreams. Every small moment in the village was filled with joy, learning, and shared experiences that left lasting memories. Beyond fun and school, I learned patience, resilience, and observation through daily life. I watched my parents work under the scorching sun or heavy rain, and I realized that effort and perseverance are what turn challenges into achievements. I also discovered empathy, understanding, and care by noticing the needs of family members, neighbors, and friends. Sometimes I helped carry water, collect firewood, or run small errands. These little tasks taught me responsibility and the importance of being helpful and reliable. Emotionally, my childhood was full of warmth and reflection. Quiet evenings were spent listening to my parents' stories about their own childhood, or sitting under the jasmine trees smelling the sweet fragrance of the flowers. These moments made me feel safe, loved, and inspired. I learned to appreciate the small things in life, the sound of birds, the laughter of friends, the first bloom of a flower, or the taste of freshly harvested rice. Life in the village may have been simple, but it was rich in experiences, emotions, and lessons that shaped my personality and values. Looking back, I realize my childhood was a beautiful mix of fun, learning, and growth. It gave me a sense of responsibility, curiosity, and love for family and community. It showed me that joy can be found in simple things and that every challenge is an opportunity to learn. The bonds I formed, the lessons I learned, and the memories I created continue to influence who I am today. My childhood may have been humble, quiet, and sometimes challenging, but it was also full of life, love, laughter, and inspiration. These experiences laid the foundation for the person I am becoming, reminding me every day that growth, learning, and happiness often come from the simplest and most meaningful moments. Chapter 7. School was never the easiest part of my life, and my parents often worried about how I was doing. They encouraged me to focus more, finish my homework on time, and put effort into every subject, but I often struggled to find my rhythm. Sometimes my mind would drift to other things I was passionate about, and I couldn't concentrate on schoolwork. Even though academics felt challenging, my curiosity about the world around me never faded. I loved asking questions, exploring new ideas, and trying to understand how things worked. That curiosity became a guiding light, helping me find ways to learn even when traditional studying felt overwhelming. One of my biggest passions during this time was computers. Even though they were not common in our village, I was immediately fascinated by them. I wanted to understand how computers functioned, what they could do, and how people could use them to solve problems. I would imagine all the endless possibilities technology offered and dream about a future where I could create, explore, and innovate. This was more than just a hobby, it was a spark that kept me motivated, even when schoolwork was tough or confusing. I spent hours thinking about programs, experimenting with software, and learning what I could from books or anyone willing to share their knowledge. Each new discovery made me even more excited and eager to learn. As I grew older, my interest in technology only grew stronger. I realized how important computers had become, not just in schools but in daily life and in every kind of work. I noticed how technology could connect people, solve problems, and open doors to opportunities one had never imagined. This understanding pushed me to keep exploring, asking questions, and experimenting. I would read about coding, watch tutorials, and even try to teach myself new skills whenever possible. I learned patience, persistence, and creative problem solving through these experiments. Every time I figured something out on my own, I felt proud and motivated to keep going. Finishing high school was an important turning point. I had to decide what path to take for my future. I realized that my love for computers and technology could guide me toward a career that was both interesting and meaningful. Even though school had been a struggle, I had developed important skills outside the classroom: curiosity, determination, patience, and self-learning. I understood that learning wasn't only about grades, it was about passion, persistence, and applying knowledge to real-life situations. I began to see how the small steps I had taken every day, even learning a little about computers, were shaping my future in ways I could not yet fully see. Looking back, my journey through studying taught me more than any grade or exam ever could. It taught me resilience, self-discipline, and the value of following one's interests. It also showed me that struggling doesn't mean failing, it means learning in your own way and at your own pace. I realized that education is a lifelong journey, not just something that happens in school. My curiosity about computers and technology became the foundation for my goals, keeping me motivated and confident. It helped me understand that even when life feels challenging or overwhelming, there is always a way to grow, learn, and find success. Even now, I see how those early struggles and passion shaped who I am today. I learned that combining curiosity with effort creates progress, and that every small step counts. Studying may have been difficult, but it gave me lessons that went beyond books, lessons about patience, focus, resilience, and self-discovery. I now approach challenges with the mindset that learning is not just about memorizing information, but about exploring, experimenting, and growing as a person. My love for technology, fueled by my curiosity and determination, continues to inspire me every day. It reminds me that even the smallest interest can turn into a lifelong passion and shape the future in amazing ways. Chapter 8. I realized early on that learning English could open countless opportunities for me, but in my village, access to good learning materials was very limited. Books were scarce, and there were few teachers who could help students practice effectively. I wanted to find a way not just to learn English myself, but also to make it easier for others to learn, no matter where they lived. That's when I decided to create a YouTube channel called Easy English Official. From the beginning, I poured my heart into this project. I didn't just make videos. I carefully wrote each script, recorded lessons thoughtfully, and focused on presenting English in a way that anyone could understand. I wanted my content to be clear, practical, and fun, so that learning English would feel like an exciting adventure rather than a difficult chore. Starting a YouTube channel was not easy. Growth was slow at first, and there were days when it felt like nobody was watching. Editing videos, recording multiple takes, and figuring out technical issues often took hours. But I refused to give up because I knew that learning and teaching English were worth the effort. Gradually, more people began to find my channel. Viewers from different countries started watching, leaving messages, and sharing how the lessons had helped them improve their English. Reading their comments gave me immense joy and encouragement. Every thank you and story of progress felt like a personal reward, reminding me that my work mattered and was making a real difference in people's lives. Creating content for the channel also became a huge learning experience for me. I learned not only how to explain grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation clearly, but also how to structure lessons so that they were interesting and easy to follow. I discovered new tools for editing, adding subtitles, and making my videos more engaging. I also realized that teaching others strengthened my own English skills. Every time I explained a concept or answered a question, I deepened my understanding and became more confident. Over time, the channel became a place where I could combine my love for English, my curiosity about learning, and my interest in technology into one meaningful project. The journey was not without challenges. There were times when I felt tired, frustrated, or unsure if my work was really helping anyone. Some lessons took hours of preparation, and technical problems sometimes delayed video uploads. But I learned to stay patient, persevere, and keep improving. Each positive comment, each message from a viewer who had learned something new, reminded me why I started this journey. These small victories kept me motivated and taught me the importance of consistency and dedication. I began to see that growth, both my own and my channel's, comes slowly but steadily when you focus on quality and care. Through my YouTube channel, I also discovered that teaching is a two-way street. While I helped others improve their English, I also learned about their cultures, perspectives, and challenges. This exchange of knowledge and experience enriched my life in ways I had never expected. My curiosity grew even stronger. I started exploring new methods of teaching, new topics to include in lessons, and creative ways to connect with my viewers. Every video became an opportunity to challenge myself, learn something new, and share knowledge with others. Over time, Easy English Official transformed from a small personal project into a meaningful platform that connected me with learners from around the world. It taught me the value of patience, persistence, and passion. I realized that teaching is not just about sharing knowledge, it's about inspiring confidence, building curiosity, and helping others feel capable of achieving their goals. The channel has helped me grow as a person, improve my English, and understand the joy of making a positive impact in the lives of others. Most importantly, this journey showed me that learning never truly ends. Every lesson I prepare, every script I write, and every video I upload is part of a continuous process of growth, both for me and my viewers. I learned that mistakes are not failures, they are opportunities to improve and to teach better. This mindset helped me stay motivated and creative, even when facing obstacles. The channel became more than just a learning platform, it became a part of who I am. It reflects my curiosity, my dedication, and my desire to make a difference. Through teaching, I found purpose. Through learning, I found growth. And through sharing knowledge, I found connection. By combining my passion for English, technology, and teaching, I discovered a way to turn a challenge into a meaningful journey. Easy English Official is not just a YouTube channel, it is the embodiment of my dreams, my dedication, and my belief in the power of learning. It is a place where knowledge, creativity, and encouragement come together. It reminded me that even small efforts, when done with care and persistence, can reach far beyond what I ever imagined. Today, I continue to create, learn, and share, knowing that each video has the potential to change someone's life, just as my journey has changed mine. Chapter 9. I have big dreams for my YouTube channel, Easy English Official, and I want it to grow into something truly meaningful for learners everywhere. My goal is not only to create useful lessons but also to make learning English an enjoyable and exciting experience. Each video is carefully planned so that viewers can follow along easily. I speak clearly, use simple words, and include real-life examples to help learners understand and remember new concepts. Learning English should feel natural and practical, and I try to bring that approach to every lesson I make. I want my channel to reach thousands, and one day even millions, of learners from all over the world. I want it to be a safe, welcoming space where anyone, no matter their level of English, can feel confident learning and practicing. It is not just about memorizing words or grammar rules, it is about giving people the courage to speak and use English in everyday life. Every time someone tells me that my lessons helped them understand something or gave them confidence, I feel motivated to keep creating more content. These moments remind me why I started the channel and why I want it to grow bigger every day. One of my biggest goals is to make learning English relatable and fun. I want people to enjoy the process, not feel stressed or overwhelmed. To do this, I combine lessons with practical examples, interactive exercises, and stories that learners can connect with. I also share tips and tricks that make English easier to remember. My hope is that every viewer feels empowered, that they can use English in their daily life, whether it is talking to a friend, traveling, or improving their career opportunities. I see my channel as more than just a collection of videos. I want it to be a community where learners can support one another, ask questions, and share their progress. The feedback I receive from viewers is incredibly valuable. It teaches me what works, what can be improved, and what learners really want to learn next. Each comment, like, or message inspires me to explore new topics and develop creative ways to make learning English easier, more engaging, and more memorable. In the future, I plan to expand my content in many ways. I want to include interactive quizzes, challenges, and exercises that let viewers practice English actively, not just passively. I also plan to add storytelling, real-life scenarios, and practical lessons that people can use immediately. By trying different styles and methods, I hope to reach more learners and give them tools they can use in everyday situations. My dream is for Easy English Official to become a trusted, go-to resource for learners around the world, no matter their age, location, or background. I want to show learners that improving their English is not about being perfect, it is about being consistent, curious, and brave enough to practice every day. Mistakes are natural, and learning is a journey. Through my videos, I try to encourage people to keep going, to feel proud of their progress, and to believe in their abilities. My channel is a place where learners can feel supported and inspired, a place where their curiosity is welcomed and nurtured. Every video I create is a reflection of my dedication and passion for teaching. I spend time planning, writing, recording, and editing to make sure each lesson is helpful and easy to understand. I also enjoy experimenting with new ideas, trying different approaches, and seeing what resonates with my viewers. This creativity keeps the channel fresh and exciting, and it helps learners stay engaged and motivated. I see my YouTube channel as a lifelong project. I know it will take time and patience to reach my biggest goals, but I am ready to put in the work. I want to keep learning, improving, and sharing knowledge with everyone who comes to my channel. Every lesson I share, every script I write, and every video I record is part of building a space where learning English is accessible, enjoyable, and inspiring. Ultimately, my dream is to make a real difference in people's lives. I want viewers to feel confident speaking English, to open new doors for themselves, and to believe in their potential. I hope that one day, people from all over the world will say that my channel helped them start their English journey, gave them courage, and inspired them to keep learning. This channel is not just about teaching, it is about connecting, inspiring, and empowering learners everywhere. Through every effort I make, I aim to show that with dedication, patience, and creativity, anyone can learn English and achieve their goals. Easy English Official is my way of sharing knowledge, spreading confidence, and helping people take small steps that lead to big achievements. I am committed to continuing this journey, improving my lessons, and reaching more learners every day. My vision is for this channel to grow, inspire, and create a global community of learners who feel motivated, supported, and ready to succeed in English. If you found this video helpful, I would be so happy if you could like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Easy English Official. Every like, comment, and subscription helps me continue creating more videos that are designed to help you improve your English step by step. I put a lot of care into every lesson so that you can speak English with confidence, clarity, and meaning, whether you are at school, at work, or talking with friends around the world. Learning English is a journey full of small victories and exciting discoveries. Every word you learn, every sentence you speak, and every mistake you correct brings you closer to your goals. Remember, progress takes time, and it's okay to make mistakes along the way. That's how real learning happens. Keep practicing, stay curious, and believe in yourself. You have the power to improve a little more every day. I also love reading your comments and hearing your questions. Your messages, ideas, and experiences inspire me to make even better lessons and tips for everyone who wants to learn English. By sharing your learning journey, you not only help yourself, but you also encourage other learners in our community to keep going. Together, we can create a space where learning is fun, interactive, and motivating for everyone. Make sure to watch more videos on my channel because each one is designed to give you practical ways to use English in real life. From speaking confidently in conversations to understanding new words and expressions, there's something here for every level of learner. Remember, your effort today will lead to real results tomorrow. Your story matters, and your dedication is important. So, keep learning, keep practicing, and don't give up. Take one step at a time, stay patient, and celebrate every success, no matter how small. Your journey is unique, and every effort you make counts. I am excited to continue this adventure with you and to see you grow, improve, and shine in English. Thank you so much for being part of Easy English Official. I can't wait to see you in the next video with more lessons, tips, and practical advice to make your English even better. Until then, stay motivated, keep speaking, and enjoy the process of learning every single day.